Hello guys, welcome to another session. In this session, we are going to discuss about callback functions. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code to understand this topic. So far, we have understand the concept of functions, what actually the functions is, and in the same aspect, we have also understand about the what is parameters, what is argument. So far, what we were doing whenever we are calling a function, we are passing the argument, and the type of argument we are passing like a string, number, and any other data type. So now what we will do, we will pass the function as an argument within a function. And when we do this, this concept is called callback function. So to understand it better, let me write the program for callback function, and then we will discuss about callback function. But prior to writing the code, I wanted to explain one more thing. Why do we actually need the callback function? Callbacks are a great way to handle something after execution of some other function. In more layman term, I can tell that suppose if we want to execute a function right after the return of some other function, then in that scenario we can use the callback function. So now let's design the callback function, and the example which we are going to do over here is we will create a mini calculator. So let's write an arrow function over here, that is const mini calculator, and then we will pass two parameter over here, two numbers a and b, and we also need to specify the operations, what operations we are going to pass. This is going to be a function, so this is the reference of the function, and then this is the body of the arrow function, and here we will define document.write. This time we are going to print the output on the web page, so I'm using it. So here we will use the template string which we have learnt about, and here we will specify number one, and here we will specify dollar and the variable a, and afterwards we will specify num2, and that is going to be dollar b semicolon. And now we will call the operations. The operation, the spelling is wrong over here, operation, we need to pass the argument over here. Save it. So this is our mini calculator function, and it contains three parameters. Two is for number and this one is for function. So let's design it. So we are going to design four functions, and one for addition, one for subtraction, the third one is for multiplication, and the fourth one is for division. So let's do that, and those functions will be passed over here while calling. So let's do it. So we need to write, it is going to be a single line function which we have already seen, and we need to specify add and two argument. We need to specify a and b, and here we need to specify document dot write, because we also want to print some message along with the result, and this we are going to keep over here, and we will keep it into the paragraph p tag. So here we will specify the p tag, and within that we need to specify result, or say addition result equal to, and here we need to specify dollar curly braces start a plus b. Save it, copy this one and paste it 4 times. We can do it for subtraction, multiplication and division. So save it, subtraction, and here we need to tell that subtraction, here multiplication, and here we need to change the name multiplication, and here we need to specify minus, and here multiplication, and at last division. And for division we need to specify division result, and here division symbol. Save it. Now we need to call it. So how we will call it? So we need to specify mini calculator, and the parameter we are going to pass two numbers, for example 6, 6, and what operation we want to apply? We want to apply addition first. So let's write addition, add, save it, and let's jump into the browser to see the result. So see here, you have designed a callback function which is a mini calculator, and where we are passing two number, and it is doing an addition. Now let's do all the four operations together and see the result. So let's copy it and paste it 4 times. One is already there, so that's it. Subtraction, and here we will tell multiplication, and here we will tell that division. Here we will change the value, whatever the value you want to pass, you can pass it. Here we will keep it same. For subtraction, we can keep 40, save it. Let's jump into the browser to see the output and see here it has printed like this. So whatever the values and the operations we passed, so it is performing those operations. Now let's proceed further. So this is the way you can design the callback function. So here you have designed one function, and within that you are passing as an argument over here another function. So this function which we have designed, it is performing some task, and then we are calling this callback function. And as I already mentioned, that why do we use callback function? Whenever we want to execute a function right after the return of some other function, then callback function can be used. So I hope you have understand the concept of callback function. So on this note, I am stopping over here. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.